Hello, my name is Robin and I want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch this new video of mine. I'm back at the airport of Minneapolis and I'm here to fly with Delta on their Boeing 717 and I'm taking you with me. Last time we flew on a 717, I was in the first class cabin, so today I wanted to try what it is like to sit in the economy cabin instead. Also, last time I was in Minneapolis, I found out that there's so much more to do here than I first thought. So let's go explore the terminal, have a quick bite at the Sky Club, and then let's go to Edmonton. So please, come with me. Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport is like Detroit, where we flew from last week, a hub airport for Delta. This part of Terminal 1 is currently under construction, causing quite some disruption around Delta's check-in desks. But if you travel light like I do, it's easy enough to use one of the self-service kiosks to get your boarding pass or change your seat from. Although in 2019, it's probably just as easy to do it on your phone, so not many people use them anymore. Much more interesting though is airside. It's far too easy to jump straight into the lounge when you have access. But last time I was here, I regretted that decision because there's a lot to do here, including buying souvenirs, but there are also traditional airport shops, like the Hudson and a Sunglass Hut. Around the airport you can find Snoopy statues that were made after its creator died in 2000. This is not the only one. In fact, there are hundreds of statues from the Peanuts comic on display scattered around St. Paul and Minneapolis, where its creator was born. For the hungry, there are plenty of places to eat in Terminal 1. Alongside the main hall you can find a food court with several food vendors and plenty of seating. What I like most about this part of the terminal though is its fantastic view on the apron of the E and F concourses. Well, that was the terminal here in Minneapolis, and there is a lot to do here, much more than I originally expected. But there's way more to do still, so I'll keep that for next time, and I'm sure that I'm going to be back here pretty soon. And the Delta Sky Club today was a bit too busy to record in, but I've been there before in a video, so if you want to see that, it'll be up in the top right corner here. And otherwise, it's now time to board the 717 to Edmonton. It's on time, so it's time to get on board. The interesting thing about Delta's Boeing 717s is that virtually all of them are leased from Southwest Airlines, as a result of a merger between AirTran Airways and Southwest in 2011. Since Southwest has an all 737 fleet, they had to find a new user for the 717s in the AirTran fleet. That user became Delta, now the biggest user of the aircraft type. The Delta Boeing 717-200 has a total of 110 seats in a 3-class configuration, starting with 78 seats in the main cabin in a 2x3 seat layout. In Comfort Plus, you can find 20 seats, and finally 12 seats in first in a 2-2 configuration. The aircraft has 3 lavatories, with which 2 for economy in the rear. My seat today was exit row C21A that, due to the lack of a seat in front, has millions of miles of legroom. But this comes with a few trade-offs that made me decide not to choose this seat again in the future. not really having personal storage is an annoyance. But it was mostly the tray table that came out of the armrest that made me decide. It made the seat more narrow, and the tray table cannot move forward, making the seat really uncomfortable. And since this is the only place you can store things at, you have no choice but using it. As always, Delta has a drink service that includes a snack, and later down the flight, a second round of tea, coffee and water was served as well. Well, after a short 2.5 hour flight, I'm back in Edmonton, Canada. And I have to say, I'm really happy that I got to fly the Boeing 717 in economy now, after I got to try it in first class once. Now I can actually make a comparison of how the seat actually is. And I have to say, it's not good. I might have had all the space in the world with legroom, but the seat is just really narrow. And the tray table that I had on this seat in the exit row was so small it didn't even move at all. So this seat, at least, was not the best. I would love to see how it is on a regular seat that is not an exit row, but this one, I don't think I will choose it again. The service on the flight was really good though. They're really happy to help us, and after the drink service they came again a second time with coffee and tea and a water. So 2 drink services on a 2.5 hour flight is great. So that's all for now. I'm going home. I really need some rest and some sleep. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you like watching these videos. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like this, please subscribe to my channel. And otherwise, see you next week.